It's Mental Health Awareness Week here in the UK. I don't know if it's a thing elsewhere in the world, but it is in the UK, so there you go. And as such, this week I'm going to be trying to stick to the sort of theme of mental health awareness. So tomorrow's top 5 will be relevant, and if I can think of enough vlog topics, then the rest of the week will be mental health related, which I think is important. So today's is going to be the importance of mental health. And the fact is, something that I think not enough people recognise is the fact that everybody has mental health. Just as you have health in general, everybody's got to look after their body, so too have we got to look after our minds. But the problem with that is that the mind is intangible, whereas you've got a cut or you've got a stomachache or you're feeling sick or whatever. With your mind and with mental health, it's a little bit more nebulous because you can't always tell, at least in my experience, you can't always tell if you're having, let's call it an episode, or if you're just feeling a bit down, or if something's upset you. But really, it's all mental health related. So I think the key thing is to remember that you and everybody else has some degree of mental health. That's not to say that everybody has mental health complaints, mental health issues. It's just that everybody has mental health and can experience issues. The other aspect is that mental health is often very downplayed. So anybody who does have a genuine concern in regards to mental health, it's very common to find that it too is downplayed. So, say you are having a crisis and you're feeling, my experience of mental health is not the same as everybody's experience of mental health. I have a lot to learn. But let's just, for example, you're experiencing a mental health crisis. It's not as easy to ring up your place of work and say, look, I'm not coming in today. I'm ill. Because it's not seen as an illness often. It's not valid to many people's eyes. You're not going to say, oh, well, I'm having a mental health crisis. Man up, won't you? It's all in the mind. That's the sort of responses that you get. That's the sort of responses that I've had on occasion. Thankfully, I've always been part of communities and, a family that has been more accepting and knowledgeable about mental health, and I have learnt a lot along the way, but not everybody has that. And the people who don't have that are the sort of people who then go on, well, either to be the sort of all man up and whatever types, or they just don't have the support they need. I realise that this has been a bit of a meandering vlog as ever, but something that I think is very important, and we'll come back to this tomorrow, you'll see why, but having somewhere where you can go to talk about stuff is extremely important. There's a fantastic charity in the UK called Andy's Man Club, and I know about it because, well, partly because they did a talk at my workplace, but also because being a man, mental health is even more stigmatised for males. So having specific places like that, where if I was having a crisis, or I was needing to get stuff off my chest, or if I just needed a support group as a man, that might be an option. But there's all sorts of places. There's online communities, there's offline communities, there's groups. There's plenty of options out there. There's another one actually. There's in fact, I have their leaflet right here. There's a local one. Not so local that I don't want to talk about it. But it's it's this place. Create Space, and you can go here and make stuff and do outdoors things and make pizzas. You can make pizzas. They've got pizza making classes. It's so good. The problem is it's hard to find these things if you don't know where they are and you don't know where to look. But if you need them, then it's worth seeking them out. Well, not just if you need them, but in case you need them, it's worth seeking them out. And if you can, maybe lend a hand. Or help in a community of your own to try and make it more open and welcoming for mental health discussions, etc. So, that's all for today. I will have more to talk about for the rest of the week, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Trying to get them in sync. It's difficult.